Hey, this is Ricky, live streaming Paint by Numbers on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. This is from numberartist.com, Mountain Path, item number 40-50-LZ9321. Now, it may sound like it's gardening with Rick, with the lawnmower outside. Unfortunately, it is not gardening with Rick today. It kind of is, but in a virtual paint sort of way. We'll be gardening numbers instead of stuff outside or stuff inside. Anyway, we're live streaming, like I said, Real Talk Chimp. We should go to find Real Talk Chimp. There we go. Paint by Numbers, Mountain Path, live. Part 5 on this Saturday, August 1st, 2026, and we're hoping to finish it today. I assure you that wonderful sound of a blower will hopefully go away momentarily, but we'll enjoy it for a little while because there's nothing I can do about it. It's a nice droning sound. Meditate with it. Should be able to finish this painting today on this part 5. Oh, that's a lovely sound. And the aroma that comes with it, of that gasoline mixed with other goodies. A lovely aroma. All right, so let's see. We basically left off at, I believe, 19, which are these real dark areas here. We did go to 20. We could have gone to 20. So I see 22s and 23s. So, I'm going to go back to 18 for a moment and go over the 18s that I can still see. Up here, I'm going to flip the canvas up and over into the clouds here. Look, it's a Michael Contreras Night 070. There we go. So yeah, we'll go back. Let's get this in some water so we can revitalize this paintbrush here. Because there's some 18s that, it's a white color, so it's going to show the numbers. So we're just going to come back in and just kind of touch over them just to cover those numbers up. Okay. Where else? Right, mate, right. Probably be good if I can wear these crafty little spectacles here. Oh, now I can see numbers. Cool. All right. I don't think there were any more, but... Oh, yeah, there's one right here. Trying to get rid of that number 18 that's popped up. Boop. It's called the Boop style of painting. Boop. Oh wait, there's an 18 right here that I didn't even paint. Or maybe I just didn't see it. Okay. Let's see, that's 22. 22. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, let's turn back around. So we have 23s and 24s down yonder. Got to do touch-ups every once in a while. That's 24s, 22s, 26s. Trying to see if I can find any, hey Sam. He says, can I go outside now, even with the guy blowing? That didn't sound right, the guy blowing. Let's get back to the painting here. Those are all 23s and 24s. 23s, what else can we find? 22s, 23s. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do 24s and then we'll work our way back down from 24 to 20. So this is 24, it's a dark blue, dark navy blue, it looks like. Let's see. Kind of a thick paint, so I may use a little thinner in here. Let's try to get these 24s. There's two 23s in here. We'll leave them be. This is a real thick pigment here. Okay. This is doing some of the flowers that are still down in this area. That's 24 there. 24 right here, right here. Yes, you will enjoy that buzzing machine outside. Like I said, the longer it goes, the more you can use it as like a white noise machine. The only thing I dislike about it is the gasoline smell. You know that smell? Gasoline smell! The whole hillside! Sorry, Apocalypse Now, flashback. Okay. Those are all 23s, but here's a 24 right here. Hey, Sam. What are you doing, little monkey? If Sammy was only a little monkey. So this is 23 right here. Sammy Witter's in the house. There's a little 24 right there. This is 21 that comes across. Here's a 24 right here. 24 here. Threes, 22s, here's a 24, 24. Let's get some paint on the paintbrush. I purposely left gaps a little bit wider for these colors. That's a 22, 22. 23, 24. 23, 24, 24. 20. So I forgot the most famous line other than shenaniganery. Please like, if you like this type of content, share at Real Talk Chimp with your friends and family. Chat with us. Always looking for communication with other people. You're going to teach a chimpanzee how to talk, you better talk to the chimpanzee. And of course, consider hitting that subscribe button. We're only trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2026. Thank you. This message will self-destruct in 2 seconds. love that sound. You should keep that sound as the music for the background. It sounds like a bunch of angry kitties. With chainsaws. Angry kitties with chainsaws. Yay! Such a lovely sound. Thank you, sir, for turning it up even louder and standing right in the window and not moving. Thank you. Please give us more. Whew. Gasoline. Brutal. It's bad enough that I have stinky gas right now, but gasoline smell? Oh, that's at another level. If this was smell-o-vision, I would clear out a church with the flatulence and that gasoline from that machine. That's how I would clear out the church. Yes, not quite Sunday yet, but for my flatulence, I'm going to leave it at that. There's a 24 up yonder. Oh, there's a 23, 23 down there. Okay, so this is 24 here. This is 24 here. Huge 24s. All right. What am I painting here? This is all this here. Okay, I'm going to switch to the big brush again. Lovely snow owl. Thanks. I saw the nice painting and wanted to hang around, as I always love a nice piece of art. Now that is lovely. Thank you, lovely snow owl. I appreciate it. I'm almost finished with it. This is part 5. Hyper fixation keeper to preserve my interests and see what happens. Oh, look at that kitty cat. Oh, this is lovely Snow Owl's YouTube channel. Look at that kitty cat. Is that a Siamese kitty cat? Or like one of them Egyptian kitties? See, I'm more fascinated with that than this. I like art, but I do like kitty cats too, so I'm gonna put a like on that one there, because that is a cute kitty cat. That is a cute kitty cat. All right, back over here. Very cool. That's one of your cats? Okay. What type of cat was that one? There is a kitty cat somewhere. Where did he go? I'm not sure which direction Sammy went, but Sammy will come back, I'm sure. Like I've said in the past, once I can figure out how to do it, we will have paw by numbers. I mean, Sammy has already stuck his paw in the paint before and walked across the counter. So it was pretty much paw by numbers. It is a mix with breed of cat. You said that starts with the Siamese. Okay, I can't spell it. And a ragdoll. Ragdoll, that was the other one that I was trying to think of. The ragdoll, yeah. My cats are siblings. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Kid Witters was Sammy Witters' brother, and he passed away a year and a half ago. Yeah, just before I moved into where I'm at right now. And we have been talking. I mean, Sammy likes his independence. Sammy likes being the king of his domain. So we've been talking about either getting a small dog to keep Sammy entertained, or possibly another feline. Sammy is 16 or 17 years old, so he's getting up there, starting to not really get into much activity. And he used to hang out a lot more, you know, when I first started live streaming, especially when I started gaming. But not so much really anymore. He's not really into it. I mean, he'll come out, he'll get his 15 seconds of fame, you know, but, and maybe get a short video about him, helping me out, trying to help me find some of these numbers. But most of the time, Sammy just hang out in the window. That seems to be his shtick. Right. It's 22, here's 24 right here. This is all 24 right here, okay. So kind of fill all this in here. I put a little thinner on the in the paint here on the paintbrush just so I can get this to flow a little bit better. Okay. We'll have to go back and hit some other spots again just to bring the color out, because a lot of these darks are really taking over. This is 24 on here. Mike, who was that gal that used to play with us in Red Dead Online, especially when we were doing the whole bar scene dancing and stuff? There was a gal that had a very similar name to the lovely Snowy Owl, but I can't for the life of me remember. The husband and wife crew that used to come and hang with us in Red Dead. Uh-oh, emergency, emergency. We have blue paint leaving its area. We have blue paint leaving its area. Emergency. You gotta warn me when this stuff happens, Mike. Sammy? Guess I had a little too much water in there and it drooled a little bit there. Let's try to start this one over, and I can get in there with a dry brush. Kind of catch it before it goes here. Try to catch that before it takes off on me again. I've had that happen in another one. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Mike has what's the cat that I made the short video, or you made the short video? That's like an orange tabby cat, right? Here, let me take a look real quick here. Shorts. We're gonna look inside here. Mike posted a video of his kitty drinking from the water tap. Here we go. So originally I took the thing he had, and then I took that and I put a monkey in it. I AI'd a monkey into the thing drinking the water. And then somebody said, you should put a puppy dog in there. Here, let me bring up the volume so you can... Oops. So then I AI'd a different monkey with a puppy dog.
Callie only drinks water straight out of a tab. She doesn't even drink water from her water bowl.
There's the puppy. And then the monkey glitches right through the water thing, which is crazy. Yeah, the fun with AI, right? Crazy. If you haven't been to Real Talk Champ, I really got a whole lot of content on here. You could spend freaking years just going through the content that I have on here. I mean, well over 3,000 videos. A lot of them, I think there's like 600 of them that are set to private. So, but yeah, we have some good times on there. I can't remember that gal's name. Callie and the monkey, right? But yeah, yours is like a calico orange because it's got black and other kind of colors in it. But you've got other kitties and doggies and things like that, right, Mike? You mean you got the whole freaking farm and a half going? So let's see where we can do this here. This whole area is this blue. I'm going to flip the canvas over horizontal. We're going to be in the Stranger Things for just a moment here. I'm going to get some water and add it to this blue color here because it is very, very thick paint. Let's get that in there. All right, so this is all 24 here. There's 22s and 23s around, plus all the other colors that we painted inside here. So I'm trying to leave a space around those other ones. Come back here. What happened? There we go. Okay, I will definitely try to check it out. What else is on your channel? Yeah, we hit a few more channels. So on my channel, I've got, it's always been a gaming channel. Mainly, Real Talk Champ was just a gaming channel, but when I started to get burned out on video games and then Mike basically lost his PlayStation Plus, I just started building wooden models, like 3D wooden book nook type models, model kits, or 3D kits, whatever you call them, the 3D wooden puzzle kits. I started building those, and I've built, I don't know, like 10 or 20 of them now. Also, I started doing this paint by numbers on there, so I've taught a few courses of the paint by numbers step by step in the courses section. Also, I've uploaded content of paintings that I did. And now with this painting right here, we're up to now 9 paintings, or 7 live streamed and 2 that were content just uploaded in parts similar to the live stream, but not just like short parts, so that people wouldn't lose focus and split immediately. Trying to go around the stuff that's already been painted, and also the open numbers. Yeah, and then there's, there's videos of the kitties, of my bearded dragon when he was alive. Why does this thing keep going out? You have 77% power. Yeah, I took his, okay, the painting. There we go. I'll get the tablet back on so I can read y'all's chat. Wait, channel to go, yeah. And oh, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. So yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm not a monetized channel. I never will be. So that's not my intention when I started my channel, was just to have fun and let people into my world, I guess. Let them have fun as well. I know majority of people, their main goal is to get paid on YouTube, but it's such a difficult battle to do that. You need like 10 million views. You need something to go massively viral to even get that high. It'd take a lifetime. Some people, unless you come up with some gimmick that's better than anyone else on the planet, good luck. You've got so much competition, especially with TikTok and all the other kind of social media hubs, the Twitch and stuff. Like my channel never took off on Twitch. I think I have like 30 freaking followers on Twitch. I don't even know. So I gave up on Twitch a long time ago when the YouTube was kind of seemed like it was more happening. Plus Twitch is just like that. You say one bad word, like TikTok. My TikTok account got banned because I said one foul word just out of frustration one day. And getting banned that easily when you've got people on there with 10,000 or 1 million subscribers that are swearing worse or showing content that's horrifying, pornography and stuff like that, and they're getting away with it. I just said, you know, I don't need those social media sites. I don't need to be a part of that. That's not good vibes as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, to get instantly banned from those types of things, I just said, yeah, not for me. We'll stay here with the YouTube until something changes. So, all right, so I'm looking for the more 24s here. I think I got the brunt of most of them. Looking up into the sky here. Bizarre, but I just found a number 5. But a number 5 is kind of just a whitish gray, so, or it's actually a little bit of a blue in there. White with a little bit of blue, so I'm just going to paint this number 5 that I see. If I can find it again. Let's see, where did I see it? Looking. Oh, here it is. That was it. Just a little mark. Okay, I see other 24s I can work on. Let's finish with that one, but we'll go back. 5 is done. Okay, so you need 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours to start getting monetized. I've been trying to get that 4,000 watch hours for 5 years. We would get real close. By the time we got to December 31st, 11 p.m., just before midnight, we would be at like 3,999. We just need somebody to watch for 1 full hour. Just somebody watch for 1 full hour. Then it goes to January 1st. No one ever gets that 1 hour. So then you start over at 0 again. 5 years we try to get that. We're trying to do that right now. But again, I don't care to be monetized. I just want to get past that 4,000, those 4,000 watch hours. Short videos, for a while, short videos were taken off. But now they basically canned the short videos. Now you need 10 million views on your short videos. Just your short videos, 10 million views. Like I have a total of 2.5 million views for everything on my channel. You imagine 10 million views. Okay, so you have to basically get either 10 million subscribers. If you can figure that one out, you'll be up there next to PewDiePie and some of those other guys. Or you have to make something, like I said, you have to make something so viral. Even if you have 1 subscriber, there have been people out there that have 1 subscriber or no subscribers and just somehow made something that clicked in the algorithm and got 150 million views. Write a song. Maybe you can do that. I mean, a lot of the internet stars that became, professional singers and stuff started off on the internet. They just happen. Make another Despacito and make 250 million or 1 billion views. You got to find that one thing that's going to go viral that hasn't gone viral already. And I'm pretty sure cat videos are pretty much done, saturated. I mean, I still upload Sammy videos every once in a while, but I only get like 10 or 15 views. So, I mean, I guess it depends on what your goal is. Like I said, if you're trying desperately to get monetized, you got to put in the work, I guess, or you can hire now guys like Ninja, Richard Blevins, Ninja, and some of these like Peanut and other people that have like 10 million freaking subscribers. You can pay Google $1 million and they'll get that stuff for you. No, I don't care about voice match. Shut up, you stupid tablet. Stupid tablet thinks I'm talking to it. I am not talking to you. We're watching YouTube right now. We're talking about YouTube stuff. Tablet started running off and doing its own thing. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm painting a picture. I forgot. Sorry. Got sidetracked for a minute. 24. That's what I was working on. Okay. But yeah, if that's your goal, be prepared for quite the fight. Because again, you got to compete with everybody in the world. Everyone has a cell phone nowadays, and they're video everything. In fact, you watch these videos on YouTube where somebody gets hurt, and nobody's helping the person, but you got a guy that's videotaping it with their phone. Like, why can't the guy put his phone down and help somebody out? Yeah, because that makes too much sense. I know. Okay, so that, let me put this in here as well. Fascinating to me, right? It's 22, 22, 22. Those are all 22s. 21, 23. There's an 18 that's poking through. That's a 20. Going up here, looking for some more 24s while I'm here. Here's a 24. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, sometimes it's just too much work. I mean, I gave up video games because I'd be live streaming, and I'd live stream for 4 hours and not even get one view. I basically gave up on the game because I figured, I mean, the game is fun, I guess. But, my goal was to live stream, and for 6 months, we didn't get one view, not one view, even when it got uploaded. Not one view, and I said, okay, well, no one's interested in this game anymore. Not gonna play it. Plus when your friends all leave the game and go do something else, it kind of maybe time to hang that one up. These are all 22s and 23s anymore. Let's see, let's go into the clouds real quick now. Let's go back over here. 23s, 23s, 22s. Looking for any more 24s. There's a little 24 right there. But if you're just looking for a place to dump photos and videos, YouTube is free. It's owned by Google. They're not going to charge you. You can pay for extra space and stuff, but I know when my phone gets dumped, my phone gets broken, or my phone doesn't back up one day or whatever. YouTube is a really good place for me to draw pictures and videos. So there's videos on my YouTube channel in my pets area or whatever, going back to showing some of my original cats. And I can't even find those videos on my phone anymore. So thank God they're still on the YouTube channel, Let's see. My goal, okay. Yeah, there's some, I typed into YouTube before it came on, paint by numbers. And there's probably, I don't know, 1 million channels that just do paint by numbers. So I typed in comedy paint by numbers. Not one. So I tend to, joke around when I'm painting because I can't make it so serious. It's paint by numbers, for crying out loud. I can't be so serious in paint by numbers. There are times when I'm silent and you don't hear me because I'm focusing on what I'm doing. But the reality is my brain is constantly going. As a real talking chimpanzee, my brain is babbling, and I need to get that out every once in a while. If it comes out in the form of comedy, well, you're getting it, whether you like it or not. You're getting comedy. It just happens, unfortunately. So I decided, how about comedy paint by numbers, right? You really got to be able to hold someone's attention if you're going to do comedy paint by numbers. I may be witty in some of the crap that comes out of my mouth, but as far as a comedian goes, no, that's not for me. I couldn't go on stage. I mean, I could do karaoke, no problem, but to go up on stage and and be, on the fly witty, unless you have, everything memorized, your jokes that you're doing. That's not for me. I'm not that kind of comedian. I'm just on the fly wit. I like the cut of your jab. Your jib? Your jib. Jab, jib, jab. I don't know. All right, so I'm not finding any more 24s. I know there's some gotta be hiding in here that I probably painted over earlier on. So now I'm gonna switch to 23. So we're basically going backwards is what we're doing. So, just trying to find people to watch this, that's hard enough. One time on the previous project when I was building the model kit, the little Japanese coffee house, I looked over at the viewer count, the viewership, and there were 24 people, and I looked over and I'm like, what? Holy crap, 24 people are actually watching me build this model kit? And as soon as I said this phrase that I always use, hey, can you consider hitting that like button, sharing at Real Talk Chimp with your friends and family, chatting with me, keeping me entertained, and just like it just happened right here, the viewers went from 24 to 1. Then I realized to myself, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to subscribe to your channel. Nobody wants to like your content. Nobody wants to chat. Shut up and paint. Okay, I'm sorry. Right? Somebody has to do it. All right, so 23, looks like they already put thinner in it. It's real soupy. Compared to the 24 was really thick. So be gingerly when you're painting it, because having the thinner means it may run. Let's see what this guy does. Hopefully he soaks into the linen. This canvas is made of linen, so you want that paint to soak into it. So, okay, we're doing these little 23s here. That's a 22, here's a 23. So these are the flowers. So I'm going to show you the painting, the actual finished painting thing. Let's see, those are 22s, 21s. Here's a 23 with the open gap here. So I guess this is a light gray color, it looks like. Let's see. Of course it is your channel. Do whatever you want with it. So it sounds, yeah, right. I'm always asking for comments and suggestions. If somebody has a suggestion for some other type of content, I'm willing to do it. Somebody told me I need to go out more. So I started going out more. Like I said, I go to karaoke, so there's a lot of karaoke, not a lot, but there's karaoke in my playlists from, I think, 2022 to 2026. I can't sing to save my life, but I think it's hilarious. So that should be comedy in itself right there. Especially when my voice cracks like a 13-year-old. That's pretty hilarious, trying to sing a real song and your voice cracks. That's true karaoke. I'm finding some more 24s, by the way, right in here that I didn't see before. There's a 24 right there, 21, 20, 23. Yeah, that's what I'm painting on, 23. Okay, there's a 23 right here. 20 right there, 23 right here. 22, there's a 23. Okay. So, I know it seems really messy. That short video that I made explaining this whole thing is what I was doing. Here's the main painting right here. But if you notice here, there isn't a lot of yellow, but you see more of it in the path here when I get closer. You can see that there seems to be more yellow, which means I think I went over some of the yellow spots with the green. So I need to go back and hit some of these areas with yellow, the yellow that we started off the painting with. But right now I'm down in this whole dark area painting these blues and grays down in here, which look like snapdragon type plants and other blue, maybe poppies and such in that area there. So, but like I was trying to explain, in this area here, now when you're up close, it just looks like mush, right? You can't tell what any of this is. No idea. It could be a waterfall. You don't know. But until you sit back and you look at this, you see all the dark areas in here. That's the shadows of the forest, and just it's a deep valley. And because it's an optical illusion, you're seeing these dark shadows. And then this whole thing here, right in here, this is a row of evergreens running up the side of the mountain. But on here, it looks like mush. But it doesn't look like mush. When you sit back. When you sit back to it, you see what's going on. Because we're too close. We're only less than a foot away to the canvas from where the camera is. You can't tell what it is, right? Because it just looks like mush. Now, all art, if you're standing too close, is just a bunch of pixels. Like if you get too close to your TV, all you see are pixels. TVs are meant to be at least 10 feet back to watch them so that your brain picks up the pixels and is able to put things into perspective in pictures. So we're not done with this painting, obviously. We still have a lot to do. But I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what we're looking at. So you see all these dark areas up here, right? These are still land materials separating the snow cap from the actual, earth of the mountain here. So if I zoom in close, you can see those dark areas on that mountain, where I painted. So you see it off the left. Now, granted, this is a digital painting. This is a digital rendition. This is actual acrylic on canvas. So of course, this is going to look different than what you've actually painted. So notice how that's more yellow than it is here? Because digital art is different than reality. So, and now we're less than a foot from the canvas, so it's going to look like mush. Yeah, I mean, I would love for it to be like this digital glossy image, but the reality is it'll never look as perfect as that unless you're that person that did that. So, and from what I'm finding out, that these aren't made by people. I saw them little faces go up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, just for that, you're getting a bunch of 100s. Oh, that didn't work. All right, what the hell am I doing? 23. Okay, we have huge area of 23 here, which is going to be more of this gray and white. But let's continue down here and do the little bitty ones. The little bitty 23s here. This is back down here where the plants are. Okay, with this light bluish gray. This is basically filling in. These are all 23s here. Okay. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. That's a 22. There's a 23. I don't want to paint the 22. Almost did. There's a 23 right on the edge, right on the edge. It's 23 right here, okay. I'm gonna get a little more pigment. 22 is a whitish gray, so I don't want to paint over those, even though I'm doing a lighter blue kind of paint, but it's still a different color than 22, so I don't want to go in there and mess that up. That's a 21, which is a dark gray. This is a 23 here. This is all 23 here. 24 there. This is all 23 in here. Plus it goes out. That's 23 right here, but there's 22s around it. There's another 24 there. This is 23. There's a little dot 23s right here. It's 21 going all the way down. This is 23. 22. There's a 23, all of this. Twenty-twos, those are 22s. Here's a 23. Those are all 22s, 21s. 22s, there's a 23 right there. Little one right there, right here. That's 22s, 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 21s, 22s. There's 23 right here, a little dot. Twos, 22s, here's a 23. This is all 23 right here. 20, that's all 22. 22. That big spot's 23. We'll go back and use the large paintbrush on the big areas of 23s. But right now I'm just kind of painting the little dots and the little fill-in spots. It's 22. It's running down the canvas right here, side of it. No rhyme or reason for these random spots of this 23 paint. It's a light kind of rebel gray. Paint. Sometimes my camera, which is my cell phone, is going to droop down and you're not going to be able to see anything. Just give it a moment and I'll raise it back up. All right, this is all 23 here. Because I'm not using a DSLR, I'm using my cell phone. And it's on a gimbal on my chest to give you the first person kind of look. But because my phone is so heavy, I think it's meant for a smaller iPhone. It has a tendency of drooping down and I kind of forget that it's doing that. Because I'm holding the canvas with my left hand as well, I can't hold on to the phone. So just bear with me, I'll go back and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I have two more paintings after this one And then I'm going to hold off on painting for just a little bit and try to build some more wooden puzzles. But I got to order them. Then I'm going to be taking a break when we get to November because I have to move from where I'm currently at. I have to find another rental somewhere. Unless I move in with Michael and his mom, kick them out and keep the horses. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't have a passport for Texas though. Okay, there's 23 in here. Hey, Sammy. You want to come hang out? Sammy's deciding it's more important to eat. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thank you, lovely Snowy Owl, for hanging out with us. I hope you come back, and if you subscribed, hit that notification bell because I'll let you know when I'm uploading content to YouTube. As always, if you watch the live stream back as an archived video, stay for at least an hour or run through the other playlists. And yeah, like I said, we're trying to get our 4,000 watch hours, just so that we can get past that hurdle. And yeah, stick around for our shenaniganery. We do have some funny videos in the other playlists. Just remember, our middle name is Shenaniganery, and we make sure we get our bases covered when it comes to said shenaniganery. Trying to paint around this little island that's a 22. These are all 22s. A little 23 right there. That's all 23 up there. Let's keep going up higher and see what we got. Here's 23. So 22s, there's a 23 up there. 23 and Me. Right, was that a TV show? Probably have the wrong name to it. These are all 22s, there's a 23 right here. Looking. Way up here's a little 23. 22s, 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 22s. There's a 23. I'm going to flip the canvas over just so we can get some of these 23s that are down below here. Now I'll be holding the phone so I don't have to hold the canvas. 22, 22, 22. There's a 23. I get sidetracked quite often, so there's several 23s around. I'm just getting sidetracked. Weird little shapes. Monkey. Monkey. We'll go outside in a little bit, Sammy. Hang on. There's a viral video going around YouTube. Somebody said in a school that they caught a dinosaur running around their school. It's got like 17 million views right now, but then you look at it and it's a duck. So it was a bait and switch video. But it got, it's just the way that people write their little article to bait and switch people. Apparently it's an effective dating tool to lie. Bait and switch videos are very common. Even the news does it constantly. Bait and switch videos. Constantly they do that stuff. I have never done that before. I take that back. I made one video with like my cat doing something, and I titled it Bait and Switch Video. Thank God nobody clicked on it. I just wiped off my paintbrush because it was getting a little mucky. I want the paint on the tip, not really all the way back up on the hilt on it, so it serves no purpose. I think I have his meows down pretty good. He's got a wide as far as language. Sam, can you please let everyone know to like, share, comment, and subscribe to @RealTalkChamp? You heard it first from Sammy, and Sammy knows. Now, is that bait and switch? Sammy says yes. Sammy says no. Sammy demands to go outside. It's only 100 degrees outside, Sammy. Only. It's So we're going through the heat wave advisory all the way to Sunday, I guess. These triple-digit temperatures. I'm pretty sure everywhere else in the West is getting baked, sand-blasted. Open the door, Sammy. You open the door and you go outside. No, you open the door. You know how to do it. Sammy, open the door. Reach up there and open the door. Is that a birdie? Of course it's a birdie. Why would you even say anything? Of course I'm looking at a bird. Yeah, Sammy gets upset when those birds don't fly directly into his mouth. And I have to explain to him that I do not have control over the birds, what they do. If they don't want to go in his mouth, then that's just life. Sometimes he yells at me and tells me that lizard that ran underneath the flower pot should be in his mouth. And I said, well, maybe he doesn't want to be eaten, Sammy. Have you considered that? Maybe that lizard does not want to be eaten. Well, I'm telling you the truth, Sammy. Sammy is supposed to have an understanding. You see, I like lizards. I had an Oz monkey. He was a bearded dragon. Sammy used to mess with him, and it took Kid Witters to protect Oz monkey. Kid Witters, the older cat who used to let Oz monkey ride on his back. Pretty funny. There are some videos of that. You have to look at my playlists. Those aren't bait and switch. Those are straight up. They're not made with AI. As far as I know, it was before AI. So, but yeah, Sammy would like to treat lizards as hors d'oeuvres. I have to try to explain to Sammy he is not allowed to have lizards. No, you're not, Sam. You have to let the lizards be. Sammy says, you know, lizards are going to get taken out by birds. Let me take care of these lizards. Nope, it is not your job. Because to me, it feels like I assisted him in the capture of said lizard by letting him go outside, right? So then I am also at fault and will be judged. Sammy wants nothing to do with it. He demands to go outside. Sammy needs to get up here and do paw by numbers. That's what Sammy needs to do. Sammy needs to get in here and do some painting. Does somebody want to explain that to Sammy? But give him what he wants, Ricky. Let him out. Why are you torturing that poor cat? It's 100+ degrees outside, toots. If anything, I'm keeping him indoors to be safe. Have you seen his fur? He's got thick fur. Gotta regulate that. He's a regulators. Regulate. Sometimes you have to communicate with me and get me back on track. The mind wanders when I paint. It just happens. And you'll be tuning in going, what the hell am I watching? Am I watching some guy paint? I'm watching Laverne and Shirley. What? Okay, 23 right here. These are 22s, 22s. So 23 right here. I'm starting to sweat. I tell Those are all 22s, 22s, 22s. 22s. There's a little 23 right here. 22s, 22s. There's a 23. The 22, there's a 23. Oops. That's a big spot for 23. Let's paint off of there. Okay, where else do we have a tiny 23 right here? Okay. Where else are the 23s so we can switch it up? All right, so it's going to be all that area in there. Okay, so I'm going to flip the canvas over on its side. Now we're going to use the big paintbrush and get these big 23 area here. Hassan, chop. It's very satisfying to paint one of these larger areas here. you're starting your YouTube channel and you're hoping to make it big, that's fantastic. Keep your mind open. Keep plugging away at it. You will do great things. I have faith in you. Don't stop believing. This is all 23 in here. This is going to be a little tricky. Holy monkey. Yeah, out here you can. Down here we're just basically still kind of painting in these mountains, the shadows of these mountains here. These are all 22s. We'll go down to the smaller one again. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what all these are in here, because I painted over the number and I can't see it anymore. Okay, this is 22. This one is not 22. This one is 23. Okay. It's a mixture of 3 different colors just in this gray area here. It's not all one solid color. You can see 1, 2, 3 here. See, I'm just kind of packing the color in, just kind of squishing it in. I'm not trying to do straight lines or anything like that. That's all 22. That's all 22. Okay, any more 23s? Yeah, I did know. Okay. So 22s. There's 23 right there. Okay, I'm going to wash off these paintbrushes and start working on 22. So this was 23. This is 22. Quite the opposite. It's a little lighter gray. This is like a Wu-Tang, the Wu-Tang symbol. So weird. Maybe it was Wu-Tang Clan that painted this, and that's their symbol up here or something. Only it's gone now, so I gotta fill this all in. Painting is still on its side. I make it easy for me. Go bye-bye, come back here. This is all 22 in here, so I'm just going to kind of do the same kind of blending that I'm doing. Just going in circular motion so it picks up if there's another color in there. That gray smush right in there is basically what I just did. Seems like it's taking up the full amount of the mountain there, but it's just supposed to be shadows off the clouds. So you have all these clouds up here, so you're going to have the shadow of the clouds reflected on the mountain there. So it looks strange. You know, close up it looks strange. Like, why would you put all that gray on that mountain right there? But then you realize that there's clouds above it. What happens when clouds go over land? You see shadows of the clouds on the land, right? So it just looks weird because we're close up. That's a 21 right over there. Surprisingly, I've only seen one 21 on this entire thing. Now, when I did number 7, there were only 2 number 7s on the entire thing. Sometimes it just happens like that. Sometimes you won't even use a number. Even though you got a 24 paint set, no guarantee that you're going to have all 24 colors in your painting. I don't know why they do that. But it just means an extra paint pod that goes in my toolbox. So this whole set of 24 paints on this particular canvas mountain path, 2 out of the 24 were never used. I've had paints up to 48 palette set, where up to like 4 or 5 paints weren't used. And why they do that, I don't know. Sometimes they double up paints. Like if you're doing a section that has a lot of black in it, they'll give you like 3 different blacks. I'm gonna add a little water to this thing. This is getting real muddy. Gladys Knight and the Pips. What is a pip? What is your definition of a pip? Are you a pip? Or Or do you only play a Pip on TV? Are you a Pippi Longstocking? Do you remember Pippi Longstocking? Were you alive during the reign of Pippi Longstocking? Imagine how many kids wanted to have long stockings after watching Pippi Longstocking. Why is that relative? Relevant? Relevant? It's not. This is what happens when you don't talk to a real talk chimpanzee. He babbles. He babbles, giving you useless information that you would never need unless maybe you were on Jeopardy. He babbles. So what he's trying to say is, see that sassy little chat window right there where people are communicating? He wants you to chat in there as well. Comments, suggestions. Other than to tell me to shut up. That's always a comment and suggestion. I already know that one. What is on your mind? What is tickling your totem pole? Spill it in that little chat section right there. What are you doing on this fine Saturday, August 1st? Whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday? Then happy birthday. They say it's your birthday. Well, it's not my birthday too. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday. What did your fortune cookie say last night? Did it say you will wake up and make a new friend? Did it say you will be coming into wealth very soon? I bet it told you to subscribe to @RealTalkChimp on YouTube. I bet it said like Real Talk Chimp's playlists and videos and content that he uploads. I bet it said add an @RealTalkChimp or a hashtag RealTalkChimp to your next video so you can collaborate with Real Talk Chimp. I bet it said share Real Talk Chimp with your friends and family so that they can find Real Talk Chimp. I bet it said smile, you're on candid camera. Maybe it didn't say that. Maybe it did. We will never know unless you tell us. Just adding a little bit more water in here to thin it up. Why is it that every time I use the L word, people stop tuning in? They immediately leave? You don't have to use the L word. You don't have to L-I-K-E the stream. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to subscribe. Nothing's going to happen to you if you don't. You don't have to worry about it. You can just come in, take a seat or a pillow, and watch. Watch and enjoy. Meditate on it if need be. Make a friend while you're here. Chat with Michael. I'm gonna look out of my peripheral and see those little hearts going by. That's awesome. That is awesome. Supposedly, when you join the membership part of it, you get better emotes and colored text and stuff like that. Nobody's joined the membership side of Real Talk Chimp because I don't really know what to really offer. But I mean, if you like to chat and you like doing the whole texting thing and you want to communicate with others, maybe you're shy. Maybe you don't want to communicate with others. I don't know. I'll never know unless you communicate with others. But I've met many socially awkward people. I consider myself socially awkward as well. It is perfectly okay. And if anyone tells you that it's not, tell them to jump in a river. Don't tell them to jump in a river. Just don't acknowledge. Unless it's like a therapist, then acknowledge. That's what you pay them for. If you don't want to pay them, don't see them. I mean, think about this. You get free therapy when you come to Real Talk Chimp. I'll shrink your brain as best as I can. I'll fill it with crazy bananas and stuff like that. With banana art. I'll babble in your general direction. Free therapy. Who doesn't want free therapy? Lay your issues out on me. I will shrink you. Or I will figure out what you need in your life. I am your go-to chimp. Look, if scientists decided that they had to make a chimpanzee talk beyond sign language and name him Real Talk Chimp, wouldn't you want to talk to that chimpanzee? Wouldn't you want to do? Pick the chimpanzee's brain? See if it's all bananas and kale? I would. I'd be curious. George? Curious George doesn't have a tail. A lot of people think that Curious George is a monkey. Curious George is a chimpanzee. I'll have you know, sir. I'll have you know. Curious George. In fact, it says it in the very first book. Curious George, a little chimpanzee. There's a 20 right there. He is not a curious little monkey. He is a chimp. It's 24, 24, 23, 22 right here. 21, 22 here. Let's get some paint on here. 22 is right here. It's 23 up there. Cat got your tongue? Sammy got your tongue? So then it makes me think that everyone on here besides Michael is a bot. If you're not a bot and you are a human viewer, just press the number 1. You don't even have to communicate with us. Just press the number 1 and let me know that you're not just some random bot that's put out here via YouTube. There's 21 right here. Like I said, there's only 1 or 2 21s on this entire map. So that's really weird. But it is what it is. So there's a 21. There's a 21 right here. Any more? Three. I've already worked on the 23, so let's get this 23 up here that I forgot to do. So I guess we'll never know. I guess they're just bots. Just YouTube bots, you know, filling up the spot. It's not organic viewers. It's a shame. It is a shame. Let's see. Found an 18 that I didn't paint, apparently. I did paint it, it's just the letters are coming up. Numbers are coming up. So I'm going to bring out the twos a little bit better. Dry brush a little bit of yellow in there. These are trees going up, but I went so dark on some of them you can't tell anymore. Try brushing a bit of yellow. Just gonna bring it out. So I'm basically looking back at the reference. So how there's a yellow right there, but you barely see it right in here. Let's bring it back to life a little bit. That's basically looking through a set of trees, like looking through a grove. You got a whole lot of fog that runs along that mountaintop. Gonna put a little bit more yellows and oranges into it. Yellows and oranges got eaten up by some of these dark colors here. Let's go back with the number 1. Dry brush some of this into it. right? Yeah, I guess, I mean, it could be poppies out there. It certainly could be. Oh, there you go. There's Mountain Path. Paint by numbers from numberartist.com. Item number 40-50-LZ9321 in 5 parts. We'll back out a little bit so you can take it all in. Let's close these off. Clean up our mess. Get ready for next week so we can build another 3D wooden puzzle. Or who knows, maybe something completely different. There's a glare up there. It's from the lamp. It's a glare on the refrigerator up there, so that's not part of the painting. That's the refrigerator in the background. Or it's not going to be as beautiful as the digital art because we painted reality. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Maybe you got an idea of what I should do to entertain y'all. I am here for you. Do not tip me. Do not send me money. You want to tip anyone? You type that tip that blue name that's on there, Michael Contreras. Knight 070. He needs a new PlayStation Plus card. We need to get him playing video games again. You send all your hard-earned cash to Michael, not to Ricky. Ricky don't need it. Ricky gets entertainment on himself. Hey, look at that. There's a number 20 right there that we didn't paint. Oh my God, look at that. We almost finished this without putting the only number 20 in the game. Right there. Did you notice? Did you notice that I put that number 20 right there? Just in case, I'm looking to see if there's any more number 20 somewhere. Hey, I found a 24. Look at that. I was getting ready to call it. Now I got to use paintbrushes again. So we got some 24s right here. Looks like water. It is not water. We got one right there. Right there. Right there. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else going to pop out? Anything? Anything? Going one. Oh, here's one. Anything else? Going once. There's one right there. Son of a mother, father. Never gonna let me leave. Going once. Going. Oh, there's one right there. Son of a mother, father, sister, and brother. Damn it! There's another one. See what happens? You say you're done with the kit. You got number 24, the last paint pot in the whole thing, and now you got to go back and do the 24s that you forgot. All right, let's go and take a look through here once again. Any 24s? I got the hiccups, Mike. Any 24s in the sky? Don't see any 24s looking. I see one right here. I saw it right here. Blammo. Right there. Any more? Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Going 27 times. A few moments later. I don't see any more. We're done. As far as I'm concerned, we're done. If there's a random 24 in there that hasn't been painted, well, forever shall ye be open negative space. We've been using the same paintbrushes, we being me, these same paintbrushes through like 4 different paintings. I haven't switched any of the new ones. I may consider that on the next one. My name is Ricky with Real Talk Chimp, painting this mountain path, part 5, item number 40-50-LZ9321 from numberartist.com. Live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. We're going to roll down through here. I want to thank Michael Contreras, Knight 070, for moderating today. I want to thank lovely Snowy Owl for hanging out with us. I don't see anybody else. You still have a chance to type something in the chat. You certainly can. And even when this video becomes archived on YouTube, you can still keep the chat going, keep communicating. Something you like, something I missed, a comment suggestion that happens to pop up at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're sitting on the toilet watching Real Talk Chimp videos. You can always chat and comment in all of those things. We love when you comment, chat, communicate with us. It wouldn't be Real Talk if it wasn't. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease, everyone. Until the next project. Yay! Yay! Crazy. He's a loony and he's crazy. Real talk champ. He's crazy.